Welcome back to another episode of the my wife brings home to me. Well, today we have, no surprise, another multimeter. Today we have a BK Precision 388 HD. So let's have a look at it and see what's going on here. So a little bit about this unit here. I was told that there was something going on with the LCD. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to get a battery connected to it here, and then we will see what's going down and see if we can do anything to get this guy to where it should be. So the only function on here that's not working is that LCD. At least something on it. Alright, let's get that kickstand up. There we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to run through a couple of the functions here. I did notice in the one female pin here, it is actually, looks like something's in there, so I'm going to see if I can remove that. But, or I could be wrong. My eyes could just be playing tricks on me. It does happen. And so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of scroll through. That's all looking good. Nothing going on. Oh, there we go. So if you look at the bottom here, you can see that part of the 0 is actually not on. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's going on in there, see if there's just a contact that needs to be cleaned or what might be going on there. Sometimes it could be something as simple as that. I'm not sure of the connector on the screen for it, so we'll have to go ahead and see what's going on there. So we'll just go and turn this guy off. As you could tell, it was working for a moment and then it decided to go. So let's pop that guy off. I'm just going to grab my trusty Phillips screwdriver here. We're just going to open it up here, see what kind of fun stuff we can find in here. These screws are a bit rusty, so that's fine. This is a nice little unit. I like this one. I like B&K. Well, I guess it's a good thing I put new batteries into my microphone because I left it on while I went outside there. So let's carry on with opening this guy up. Seems like the parents want to come over every time I am filming now, so don't be alarmed if it happens more than not. Okay. So we got those screws out. I wonder if we can... There we go. Pop that guy open. There we go. Alright, let's have a looky here. That fuse has seen better days, that's for sure. Get that guy off there. Bit of a tight fit on the ports there. There we go. Yeah, so looks like we can clean this up a little bit. Alright, so alright, looks like I'm gonna have to take it apart more. So for now, I guess we're going to try to remove these 4. Now there is a couple more screws on the underside here, which we'll get to in a moment. I'll just make my little pile of screws here. A couple washers there. Keep an eye on them. Back on them out with the washers. So let's see if we can pop this guy up. Be gentle. Alright, there we go. So we've got it separated here. It's definitely got its usage here. On these pins here, I do see a bit of wear and tear. I wonder if I can clean those pins off. I guess we'll find out. I was hoping there would be an easier way to get this LCD out, but it doesn't look like there is, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove these 2 screws here on the back of this guy. So far, all I'm seeing is basically a good cleanup that needs to happen. And it's probably what's going to need to happen on the other side here too. There we go. Beautiful. I'm not seeing anything really wrong here. That's just one pin here. That's strange. I don't know if you can see it or not. I've never seen... No, I guess that's as good as we're going to get it. So, I don't know if this pin here has any actual purpose, but it looks like there is some sort of damage on it, but not too sure. I've never seen a connector go like that. I should be able to slide this out now. Yeah, I think we just have some dirt. Yeah, lots of dirt and dust in here. Does not look like I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna get this guy cleaned up. I just got a microfiber cloth here, and I just sprayed it with some glass cleaner. Just gonna get off all the grit since there's a lot of it on there. Okay, I'm just gonna clean this glass plate. So dirty. There we go. There we go. Just giving her a little cleanup right now. Just wiping the board down. Just getting some of that grit off while I'm here. Okay, I'll get these 4 screws back in the top. There we go. Should be in the right position. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I had to go back and re-clean the pins. I got the ghosting digit to finally stop, but after that, all of a sudden the decimal place wasn't showing up. So I once again removed it and I thoroughly cleaned it one more time. Maybe something was off, and after that, everything seems to be working fine. So we'll just go ahead and guess we need a battery for in that. I just have it on the stand here on the kickstand, so you're gonna see it from a weird angle there, but I'll just go ahead and we'll turn it on and voila, we've got our decimal place back as well as no ghosting on the digits. So it looks like all it needed was just a really good cleaning to bring it back to normal. There was a lot of extra cleaning I did do inside the unit, but other than that, everything works great. I did a couple tests with it as well to see how well it was reading, and it was doing a really good job, so I wasn't really concerned about that. So this BK Precision test bench is once again ready to go back to work. So that's it for me for today. So Thank you for watching, everyone. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Take care, eh?